There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Shakespeare Zone.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Oh, rise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be nor her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery but is sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off, it is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourages. I will not answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all of the heavens, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing, and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. Ay me. She speaks, oh speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious as this night, being erred over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name, or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which you call a rose, by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes, without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name, which is no part of thee, take all my soul.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and new baptized, henceforth I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened at night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear thee word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, either of these dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wing did I approach these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do that dares love attempt, therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Attack these lives more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but swear, and I am proof against their enemy.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight. But thou love me, let them find me here. Life was much better ended there by their hate, than death prolonged, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
By love, who first did prompt me inquire. He lent me a counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as vast as shore, washed with the farthest of sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, thus would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, fain I would dwell on, form, fain deny, what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, yet if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false, at lovers' perjuries, then say, Jove laughs, O gentle Romeo, thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou think'st I am too quickly won, I'll frown, and be perverse, and say thee nay, so thou wilt won, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behaviour light. But trust on me, gentlemen, I'll prove more than true than those who have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou hast overheardst, ere I was aware, my true love's passion, therefore pardon me, and impute not this feeling to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
By yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my adultery, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear, although I joy in thee. I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be, ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faith vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would were it to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again, and yet I wish for this thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Nurse calls me within. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Blessed night, I am afeard, being in a night, all this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet, but substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow. By one I'll procure to come to thee, when and where, and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come, anon, but if thou mean'st not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to cease thy suit, and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times, good night.
1,000 times the worse, to want thy love, love goods towards love, as schoolguys for their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist! Oh, for a falconer's voice, to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, I may not speak aloud, else I would tear the cave where echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's.
It is my soul that calls upon my name, how silver sweet sounds lovers' tongues by night, like softest music attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
at what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand here, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay, to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, who lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, still loving jealous of his liberty.
I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee which much cherishing. Good night, parting with such sweet sorrow, that I should say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep, dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I try my ghostly father's cell, help his to crave, and my dear hap to tell.